See if this is working correctly. Wonderful. I realized last time I streamed that my chair was exceptionally squeaky. For that I apologize. I'm sure that drove a lot of people nuts. I'm going to try to sit still this time. Also, for my audience of one tiny ghost, it looks like part 2 of a Horatio story I released today. I don't know how much time that adds to it, but I guess we'll find out. Today will be a little bit shorter of a stream. I meant to get to this Tuesday and did not, and it's Thursday, so let's do the thing. I would recap, but I'm a little hazy on it. In any case, we're back in the mess hall, and it seems slop is back as well. I sigh. I can't tell I've had better, because obviously, but I'm pretty sure these aren't fine foods that we're supposed to be enjoying. The faces around me are a mix of resignation and grumpiness, confirming my hunch. Ain't no one liking the grub here. I shuffle along the line with my tray. The same Horatio I saw yesterday hands me a bowl of the same slop. I sigh again. The Horatio lunch person hears it, and his expression changes. Hey, you think this is enjoyable for me? It isn't. I look at him. You wouldn't happen to have something to make this taste a little better? Anything? He considers this for a moment, then snatches a little spice shaker from the counter and hands it to me. You can always sprinkle this on top. I pour a little of what turns out to be a pungent red powder on my food. I stop, look at my bowl, then add a little more. And a little more still. Soon my bowl is covered with a thin layer of red. The lunch person looks bemused. That should be enough, buddy. Okay, thanks. I hand back the spice shaker and go find a seat. I'm going to sit on my own. Given my recent public prowess, I judged it wiser to find a quiet area away from the others. I dip my spork in the bowl and give the new improved formula a taste. It's actually pretty good. There's a rich taste of, well, something or other, and it just unexpectedly warms up and explodes with flavor. I look up from my bowl, full of gratitude for the Horatio lunch person. I smile at him and give him a thumbs up. He nods at me and cocks an eyebrow. I shovel big spoonfuls of the delicious slop into my face, barely chewing on it, and then the spice hits me. My tongue suddenly becomes very, very hot. It takes me a moment to realize what's happening. By the time I do, my mouth is fully engulfed in what feels like fire. I'm doing my best to choke on my food quietly, fighting back tears. The Horatio behind the counter is laughing heartily. He did it on purpose. I give him a mean look. Yep, I give him a mean look, or at least I try to. His laugh turns into a smile. I leave my tray on the table. He waves at me as I exit the mess hall. I am not the best Horatio. I wander back to my room. I can feel a trail of fire down my throat and into my stomach. I wash my face at the sink and slowly regain some composure. The schedule on my holopad, I almost read that as schedule, by the way. The schedule on my holopad switches from lunch to extracurriculars. A little pop-up menu indicates that I'm having imperial maintenance in the kitchen. I'm not sure what this is about, but I know I don't want to be late to it, or to anything ever again. I trot out of my room. I get to the mess hall minutes later. Running was not a good idea. My stomach is vehemently protesting as I look around for, well, I'm guessing the rest of the class? The other students assigned here? I'm not sure how things work. The place is now entirely deserted, which feels strange. Nobody but me. I'm about to walk out and look for a holopad to check my schedule when I hear a call. Ha! They assigned you? What a coincidence. I turn around. It's the lunch person who tricked me. He's waving me over from behind the counter. Come over here. Imperial maintenance, huh? You must have imperially pissed someone off. I get around the counter and into the kitchen. This place is a mess. I stand in front of him, my face a carefully composed mask. The fact that my food is still churning in my stomach doesn't help me. I feel queasy. Oh, come on, don't be like that. It was just a harmless prank. I couldn't know you were already on someone's shit list. I look at him frowning. Something's not right in my belly. It feels like it's trying to crawl back up. Oh, you probably didn't know. Well, Imperial maintenance is basically the janitorial duties are all yours. Nobody wants to push a mop for a living, so it's dished out as punishment. Looks like you and me are on cleaning duty today. I'm about to speak up when a strange urge to retch overpowers me. I vomit on the floor. And this is where you'll start. I hate the feeling, but I have to say I'm immediately relieved. Red firegrass will do that to you when you put too much. I did kind of set you up for it. Sorry? He hands me a dishcloth and I wipe which I wipe my mouth with. I'm Darien F-19, by the way. Second level initiate Megrez Darien F-19. Horatio, first level initiate Megrez Horatio F-21. His hand is still open, extended towards me. He is looking intently at me. I guess I'm just not making friends this time around, so I'm just gonna put the dishcloth back in his hand. I place the pukey rag in his hand. He seems rather put off by it, then shrugs and throws it over his shoulder. I grab a mop and a bucket and set about cleaning up my mess. He does his best to look like he's cleaning, but after a couple of glances at him, it's clear that he's just puttering about. From time to time, he looks back at how I'm getting on. Once I'm more or less done, he turns to me. Yep, I think we're pretty much done here. What do you think? What do you mean? Well, I don't know about you, but I've got places to be. Better things to do than pushing a mop around. We could just call this a day and go about our lives. How does that sound? Won't we get caught? I'm not exactly popular right now. He laughs. Having had this laugh directed at me just minutes ago, I'm not sure how to take it. Right, you're on the shit list. Let me show you how things work around here. He walks up to a wall-mounted holopad and starts typing around, flicking windows open until he finds what he's looking for. Ah, there, see? Imperial Maintenance Kitchen. Our names. That's basically the low-level schedule. Well, if you put your hand on the biometric scanner here and then click on the edit, you can, you can just remove us from this. Extracurricular, my smooth ass. I have to admit that I'm impressed. And that really works? I gotta tell you something you may not have realized yet. The security features here to protect the Empire from its indesirables. They are not exactly geared to protect it from insiders who might have different inclinations. He turns to me. So what do you say, are we done here? I consider my options. Yeah, we're done here. You know what? I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be learning here, but you said it. I'm not going to stay here and push a mop around. Right on. He presses a few buttons on the holopad and a moment later turns back to me. Our work here is done. Let's go. He moves to leave and I follow. I notice he's still carrying the dishcloth with him, which I do find pretty gross. This should buy us a couple of hours. Nobody will check in on us because... He leans in conspiratorially. They all think they've got better things to do, too. We exit the same way we came in, through the mess hall. Darien F-19 is walking a couple of steps ahead of me, and seeing as I personally don't have any destination in mind, I'm tagging along. He notices, stops, and turns around. Listen, friend, I've got places to go, people to be. Let's keep this casual, shall we? Yeah, okay. Oh. By the time I've processed that I was being dismissed, he has rounded the corner of the hallway and disappeared. Ah, crap. I'm going to try to follow him. He did just call me friend. However, I'm pretty sure I should at least tentatively try and see where he hangs out. I dash down the hallway in the direction he went. When I get there, however, he's nowhere to be seen. The hallway is straight as a laser shot and well lit. I look around, and the only place he could have gone is... what? Through the air vent? I put my head to the vent cover, and I think I can hear a faint sound from inside, but I'm not sure if I'm just imagining the noise. I turn around, dejected, and start walking at random. It's a bad idea. After a few minutes of aimless wandering, my steps take me back to the concourse. Ah, crap. It's almost empty compared to the first time I saw it. Still, the murmurs of distant conversation, the echoing footsteps... My mouth works, I promise. The echoing footsteps, the light filtering from outside, all of it contributes to giving the place an air of reverence. I try not to gawk as I walk around. The freely growing trees, the fountains, and the water pieces with running water, all of this contributes to paint a picture of an empire built on boundless pride. We are, I'm pretty sure of, one small mistake away from a tragic accident here. If the glass ceiling were to shatter, boundless arrogance or endless optimism? Probably a little bit of both. I hear footsteps rapidly approaching and startled as if I was caught doing something illegal. Thought crimes! Thankfully, no one can hear what's going on in my head. Can they? Well, maybe my little ghost that I'm reading to. Huh. I look discreetly over my shoulder and recognize Extra B12, the Master Sergeant guy. He is in an agitated conversation with, I think it was Turgus07, the lab tech? I hear some of their exchange as they get closer. What do you mean you don't know where he is? I'm his instructor, same as you. I'm not here to track brothers at your convenience. If you, of all his siblings, hadn't kept on piling sanctions on him to build character, he might have been more assiduous in his attendance. Extra B12 comes to an abrupt stop a couple of meters away from me, and turns to face Turgus07, practically shouting in his face. I'm not going to shout. This is important. Well, I'm sorry I can't help you. Not only is this not my expertise, but I've got prior engagements. I don't get it. It's blowing ships up and showing Eternus P02 your worth. He was lucky to be selected for fleet maneuvers in the first place. Who wouldn't jump at that chance? Looks like he wouldn't. Extra B12 stomps off down the hallway. Turgus07 turns around and in a dignified... there's no comma there, sorry. Turgus F07 turns around and in a dignified, rigid posture. He mutters in the general direction of the Master Sergeant. I'm almost late for my picnic now. Now, where is the greenhouse? Ah, this way. He walks away at a leisurely pace. Fleet maneuvers? That sounds like an advanced class. Could be a way to blow things up, take the pressure off, or a way to try and fit in, show what I'm worth. It could be a way... Oh, sorry. On the other hand, a picnic. What do I want to do? Alright, do we want to do a picnic, or do we want to go try to blow some stuff up? I feel like going to blow stuff up is a quick way to get killed. Greenhouse? I gotta see that. It sounds a little too good to be true, but experiences aboard this station can't possibly... This should be possibly. All be harrowing, can they? I jog after Turgus F07. He turns his head towards me, but doesn't stop. If it isn't our newly decanted idiot brother, can I help you? I overheard you were having a picnic in the greenhouse. I was hoping I might join you. He stops and considers this for a second. He peers at me intently. What did you say your name was? Horatio F21, first level initiate, Megares Horatio F21? F21. I'm third-rate Chamberlain Megares Turgus F07, but among us the honorifics won't be necessary. Yes, you may tag along. Some games are better with 3 players. I'm sorry, what? Are you familiar with the Horatiad? You are familiar with the Horatiad, aren't you? No. What? No. I might need a rules refresher, especially if you're playing with local variants or if the rules have changed recently. Yes, we are playing with a local variant. It looks like I'll just have to fake my way through this game, just like I do everything else. Amen. Amen, Horatio. Greenhouse picnic, I'm coming. Let's go then. We're already late. He resumes his walk and I follow. We walk for a good while, past many signs that read greenhouse and point in another direction. I glance at him sideways, but he doesn't seem to worry. Eventually, we get to a quiet area. A sign, out of order, is placed in front of a door that reads, Greenhouse Access 9. Terragus F-07 steps around it, grabs the handle. With a hiss, the door opens. A wave of hot and humid air hits me, accompanied by strange, fragrant smells. That's what fragrant means. I hear bird calls coming from inside. After you. I step into the greenhouse and into another world. I think that's where I'm going to call it tonight. This seems like a good... My brain just lost words. A good segue moment for us to save at. Save the greenhouse for another day. The lovely background noise. Never trust the birds. But this gets us a little bit further, and hopefully I will start doing this a little more regularly and progress us through the game. I know it's only been about 10 or 15 minutes, but my voice is about gone, I'm sure we can tell. So we're going to save Horatio's adventure right over top of the previous one. Yes. And we will continue it on another day. Thanks, little bird. You know what helps is if I push the right buttons. And I meant thanks to my little ghost, the ghost that is my audience, my target audience, and who loves all the things I love.